two stones, two flat rocks laid together like a triangle. Hard to imagine Mother Nature lay those stones like that. Have you seen water come out of there? Yeah, there's been a steady trickle of water down through that whole area. You see it right here over on this side, coming right down the other side of that rock. I simply want to see a way into Aladdin's cave. There is a possibility that treasure does reside there, so what we're seeing is a high-density anomaly sitting approximately 85 feet southwest of the garden shaft, about 230 feet below the surface of the money pit. It's significant actually, seaward, okay, but it's either collapsed or whatever, who knows what. Till we uncover more of it. Okay, get us dressed, let's get going down in the shafts and actually do some digging and maybe be part of unearthing an original tunnel. Would be incredibly gratifying. Lagina and her team on Oak Island named their latest dig site Aladdin's Cave, helping it might be the breakthrough in their long quest for pirate treasure. They dug and scanned the seabed with advanced technology, stirring excitement with every grain of sand. They moved a lot of water rushing in, and it appears to be rushing in from the uphold side, in other words from the landwards. Each episode built up help with expert claims that treasure was nearly within grasp, yet they often end up finding little value. The search in the so-called Aladdin's Cave was thrilling, mixing genuine historical intrigue with suspenseful storytelling. Could this be the moment they finally uncover the treasure state? To see what secrets So Highland has yet to reveal. Aladdin's Cave promising pirate gold in yet another episode filled with exciting promises of big discoveries. The Oak Island team, led by the hopeful Lagina, dove into what they hoped would be a groundbreaking find. They called their new discovery Aladdin's Cave, hoping it would lead them to the legendary pirate treasure that many have tried and failed to find over the years. This cave, revealed through the use of modern digging technology and endless efforts, was touted as the clue in a centuries-old treasure hunt. You take some risks out here, and this is a dangerous place. It'd just be foolhardy to keep digging. It wouldn't have made any sense. It was sloughing all the time with every shovel full of dirt and every underwater scan. The team's story grew more exciting and seemed closer to finding something big. They used a high-tech underwater imaging machine, making it seem like they might find pirate treasure with every bit of sand they looked at. The show made each find seem like it could be the big one, with experts always suggesting they were just about to uncover something amazing. However, the treasure continued to be just out of reach. Each episode of the show raised hopes high, only to end with the team finding little of real value. The experts, with their cutting-edge tools, examined every piece they found and explored every part of this new cave. They often mentioned Aladdin not just for the excitement of discovery, but to hint at their magical and almost impossible hope of finding treasure that seemed to always lead to more clues but no real answers. This pattern of exciting moments followed by letdowns is familiar to those who watch the show regularly. It combines real historical interest with the kind of drama that keeps viewers coming back for more. The so-called Aladdin's Cave added another story to the long history of Oak Island, a story full of historical bits and pieces and the possibility of finding something valuable, but usually ending with little to show for it. The show keeps viewers coming back season after season because of the constant promise of finally finding something big. What the show doesn't talk much about is the likely reality that if these treasures were real, they may have been lost to time and nature long ago. Yet the excitement of the hunt and the possibility of uncovering secrets keep both the team and the audience hopeful and eager to believe. We had walked by that stone many times and he had it. Tori, a fellow from Reflex, who was doing the clinometer work in the money pit, to notice it and to bring it to our attention. This quest, filled with the charm of old pirate stories and the mystery of hidden riches, continues to capture the imaginations of treasure hunters and keeps fans excited for more. This pursuit, trapped in the romance of old pirate legends and the allure of undiscovered wealth, drives the dreams of treasure seekers and satisfies viewers who love a good mystery and adventure. At this point, the group searching the island strongly believes that their two-step approach might bring them closer to solving mysteries that have baffled treasure seekers, historians and adventurers for ages. They spot something shaped like a square-headed bolt. This suggests that people might have been in Aladdin's cave at some point. Such an item hints that humans could have interfered with the natural setting of the cave, yet claiming this as definite proof is a big jump. Filled with hopeful guesses rather than solid facts, they wonder about their treasure that's rumored to be buried deep on the island? What happens to it, and were there others who used this secluded spot to hide their own secrets? These questions are constantly in the air, but they often lean more towards the mysterious and exciting possibilities rather than concrete evidence. There are also other legends and stories connected to Cook Island that add to its mystique, but these too are rarely examined critically. The quest for treasure grows, but is it worth it? The lore of the lost, as the brothers and their team invest a great deal of money and if into their quest, it's worth questioning whether this is a wise decision. The allure of undiscovered treasure and the thrill of the unknown have a powerful effect, making them see potential clues in every small find and shadows of secrets everywhere. But often the excitement of the hunt makes it hard to see things clearly. Not every unusual find is a meaningful clue. Not every old story is true, and sometimes a cave is just a cave, not a hidden chamber filled with ancient secrets. Despite this, the search goes on, driven by hope and the human love for a good mystery. Critics might wonder if the results will ever live up to the effort and resources poured into this adventure. The island's secrets continue to be as alluring as they are elusive, with every small discovery seen as a potential breakthrough. The treasure hunter's optimism turns every rock and hollow into a possible hiding place for ancient riches. However, the realistic outlook is often less thrilling. Many explorations turn up little more than ordinary rocks and natural cave formations. Still, the search is fueled by the stories they tell themselves, the legends passed down through generations, and the sheer excitement of the hunt. In the end, perhaps the real treasure is the journey in the stories that come from it, always just out of reach and beautifully woven with hope and imagination. Marty and Black, guided by underwater imaging expert Elkar, are embarking on what seems like a desperate attempt to uncover the island's secrets. They've named our exploration site Aladdin's gave, a whimsical title chosen by Marty Lena that draws more on imagination than any real historical or geographical relevance. This name, which borrows from a charming British phrase, adds an unnecessary touch of the exotic to their expedition. Their quest is dressed up as a scholarly adventure where the brothers aim to learn about the island's long history. However, their motivations might extend beyond mere curiosity to include a desire for fame and recognition. They ponder how the island's hidden mysteries have influenced modern society, but it's worth questioning whether this is a true concern or just part of the excitement of their adventure. As Marty and Blaine engage in deep discussions about their findings, Rick is busy exploring another possible way into the cave. He believes that uncovering more entrances might help them better understand the island's past, particularly the people who might have used it as a hiding spot or stored treasures there. Possibility that new entrances could reveal where these former inhabitants came from and what resources as they might have heard is intriguing, yet it often seems like they are reaching conclusions based on scant evidence. This entire endeavor seems overly romanticized, transforming what is essentially a basic cave exploration into a grand quest for historical secrets. While the brothers claim to be driven by the pursuit of knowledge, there's a sense that they might be more interested in making a name for themselves as part of the island's history and chasing these mysteries. The brothers often seem to forget that not every sound in a cave is a historical whisper. Some might simply be reflections of their own voices echoing their desires and expectations as they weave together various pieces of the island's history. Marty and Blaine should remain aware that they might be projecting their own narratives onto the past, perhaps driven more by personal dreams of glory than by a true commitment to historical accuracy. Next, the brothers dive deeper into the mystery of Aladdin's cave, the crazy science of treasure hunting. This expedition, cloaked in academic interest, sometimes borders on being a personal crusade for the brothers, fueled by aspirations of personal acclaim rather than an unbiased quest for knowledge. As they explore deeper, one wonders if their findings will truly enlighten us about the island's history or merely add to the mythology they are helping to create. Their journey into Aladdin's cave, while packed with potential for discovery, also carries the risk of blurring the lines between genuine history and the legends born from their own imaginations. Years ago, before the latest technology buzzed across the island, a tale unfolded involving two enthusiastic young men from a company called Ideant Technologies. They found themselves deep within the notorious Money Pit area, eager to share a report filled with 2 years of detailed data collection about their mysterious island. As they spoke about their findings, you could sense their excitement carefully mixed with a professional demeanor. They were on a mission to uncover hidden tunnels, secret vaults, and especially any unusual dense spots under the ground that might hide treasures. One of the men highlighted a particular part of their day to a strange stretched out blip that didn't look like it belonged naturally in the ground. With a dramatic tone, he suggested this might not just be a random formation, it looks like it was made on purpose. The room filled with a mix of doubt and excitement as he proposed that perhaps they were standing over a man-made underground chamber. Digging deeper into the details, the anomaly they discussed was quite odd. It seemed to mirror the dimensions of a metal box 6 feet by 6 feet. Could this be where the treasure is hidden, he asked, almost knowing the weight his words carried. The idea that this could be a treasure chest was thrilling. It seemed too perfectly shaped to be just a coincidence. It's important to remember who these young men worked for. ID and Technologies wasn't just any company. They specialized in mining and exploring beneath the surface, knowing all about what lies deep under the earth. They were experts at finding hidden features underground that most people would miss, but their expertise also meant they knew how to tell a story that would captivate their audience. Were they conducting a genuine scientific investigation, or were they weaving an enticing tale to draw in investors and curiosity seekers? Their report wasn't just a collection of data, it was crafted to ignite the imagination, to make people wonder about the hidden secrets below. Each presentation was more than just a sharing of findings, it was an invitation to dream about discovering buried secrets. The level of excitement when he describes a non-ferrous hit, it's through the roof, and that's why it's so frustrating not to go after this target. But we're at the end of the year. The anomaly they pointed out wasn't just a piece of data, it was possibly the clue to a hidden treasure, adding a layer of mystery and potential wealth to their project. As they continued, the presentation became less about the dry details and more about the adventure. They described how each piece of data could be a clue leading closer to undiscovered riches. With every word, they were not just sharing facts but selling a dream of treasure hunting that was irresistible to anyone with a sense of adventure and a desire to uncover the unknown. Each report, carefully peppered with technical details and speculative insights, wasn't merely a scientific document, it was a treasure map waiting to be followed. Armed with new tools, the team is closer than ever to uncovering secrets from Unedetect to myth. To begin their latest underground adventure, the team set up 5 special devices known as muon detectors into 2 holes they drilled at different depths around areas they were interested in exploring. These devices are known for their ability to reveal hidden spaces and large objects underground. The team hoped that this advanced technology would help them find hidden treasures in the well-known money pit area on Oak Island. When the detectors started showing signs of hidden targets, everyone on the team felt a mix of excitement and pride. They believed these signals could mean there were hidden treasures waiting. To begin their latest underground adventure, the team set up 5 special devices known as muon detectors into 2 holes they drilled at different depths around areas they were interested in exploring. These devices are known for their ability to reveal hidden spaces and large objects underground. The team hoped that this advanced technology would help them find hidden treasures in the well-known money pit area on Oak Island. When the detectors started showing signs of hidden targets, everyone on the team felt a mix of excitement and pride. They believed these signals could mean there were hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. For years the team had been searching for clues and signs that might lead them to the legendary secrets butte on Oak Island, and this seemed like a big breakthrough. Driven by new hope and excitement, the team quickly began to drill a new hole which they playfully named Aladdin's Cave, hoping it would lead to a major discovery. Rick, one of the leaders, was especially thrilled at the possibility that they might finally enter a hidden cave. He was even more excited at the thought that this cave might be man-made, suggesting it was specifically created to hide something valuable long ago. However, the enthusiasm might seem a bit over the top to outsiders. The team has often jumped at shadows, interpreting every small sign as a promise of treasure. Their optimism, though infectious, has repeatedly led to high expectations with little substantial payoff. Each season they bring in new technologies and techniques, but the discoveries remain just out of reach, leading to more questions than answers. To me, I'm not going to get real eloquent, and everybody knows I'm pretty shy, but I do want to say that despite these challenges, the team's determination has never wavered. They continue a dig and explore driven? B. Why the hope that their efforts will eventually uncover something truly historic? The mystery of Oak Island is compelling. It captures the imagination and makes believers out of skeptics, suggesting that with just a bit more effort significant discoveries are just around the corner. As they press on, one can't help but be drawn into their quest. Will this new phase of exploration bring them closer to the treasures they seek, or is it just another chapter in the long story of elusive secrets? The allure of finding hidden treasure keeps them going, fueling their dreams and efforts. Whether or not they find what they're looking for, their journey adds to the mystique and legend of Oak Island, making each dig and drill a part of the island's rich history of adventure and mystery. The sonar that initially seemed promising, stirring up excitement among the crew, who started to wonder if maybe someone had hidden treasure in the cave on purpose. Rick, however, wasn't quick to jump on this idea. He suggested that the natural buildup of mud and dirt might have simply covered anything that was hidden down there. He even considered the possibility that the cave's features might be a mix of natural rock formations and some old human alterations, though this idea didn't hold much weight with him. Will the cave reveal treasures or just more questions? The geology of false hope. Smarty was more eager to embrace the mystery, half-jokingly suggesting that the sluggish flow of mud could indicate that there were unnatural features in the cave, like a hidden room designed to store treasure. His laughter seemed forced, betraying his frustration at the vast amount of time and money they were spending to explore every corner of this underwater maze. The crew had started calling it Aladdin's Cave, believing it might contain key clues to uncovering a great secret. As they dove deeper into their search, their conversations reflected a mix of hopeful theories and the stark realities of treasure hunting. Marty kept stressing the uniqueness of the cave, convinced that its peculiarities were what drove him to keep searching despite the bad weather and challenging conditions. But when they got a clear view from the sonar, the results were disappointing. Blaine, who was managing the sonar equip, reported that they were looking at what seemed to be a mere wall just a foot or two above the cave floor, which appeared to be a dead end. The team's excitement deflated. Instead of a hidden chamber or doorway, they found a simple solid wall. This wall sparked new questions. Marty, shifting from dreams of treasure to more practical concerns, asked Blaine whether the wall was a natural formation or something made by humans. Blaine suggested that a dualist would probably say it was just a natural result of erosion, nothing crafted by human hands. This response felt like a cold shower to the crew, who had let their imaginations run wild with visions of hidden rooms filled with ancient treasures. Copy Rodney. Go ahead, Roger. Yeah, the guys would like you to stop drilling right now. Let's pull the rods out. Let's clean out the filly, and yes, make sure everything goes in the bag. Their journey seemed to have brought them face to face not with the stuff of legends but with the mundane reality of nature's work. The cave, once a symbol of mystery and potential wealth, now stood as a mere geological structure, beautiful but indifferent to the hopes of treasure hunters. This turn of events brought a sobering clarity to the crew. Their quest for treasure, driven by stories and a thirst for adventure, was met with the hard truths of natural science and geology, the realization that their search might be more about the thrill of the chase than actual findings began to sink in. Still, the unique cure of the cave and the unanswered questions it posed kept Marty from giving up. The quest might have seemed quixotic, but it was this very challenge, the blend of hope, science and the unknown, that kept them returning to the murky waters of the cave, each dive another chapter in their ongoing adventure. By thinking that people made these walls, we might be letting our imagination get the best of us. It's a fascinating idea, thinking about ancient people working on this massive stone, but we must be careful. Without more evidence, this theory could just be a fun story rather than fact. Nature often shapes things in ways that can fool us, making us believe in a human touch where there might be none. What do you think? Could this wall be a masterpiece of ancient engineering or just a trick of nature? Like, comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for